Well, we're off on an adventure this morning. I've hit the road. Christine's coming in the ute and trailer. We're heading to a nearby town, 20 minutes away, to clean out a storage unit of which we know nothing much about its contents. Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. This was planned last week. I've hinted at it in a recent video. It's one of these deals which is we're just taking a punt. The people needed the unit cleaned out. They live a long way away from here and they're sick of paying rent on the unit. They said they've forgotten what's in most of the boxes. It's a lot of household stuff. There's a lot of cardboard boxes just taped up and they've been in storage for years. We could only go on what we could see. There was a little bit of furniture. We didn't really want that, but we said we'd do the whole clean up. We'd get rid of the junk. There's a bit of rubbish. So we're off this morning. It's about 8:30. And we hope to empty the whole unit today. We've got the van, and as I said, Christine's in the ute and trailer. So come along for the ride. Let's see what we can find. Okay, we have arrived. There's no one else in the storage facility at the moment. We've got the van pulled up here. Christine has bought the ute and trailer, and those of you overseas will probably get used to me calling it a ute and not a truck or a pickup or something. Here's the storage unit, and Christine's just having a quick browse. We both have our Ultimate Recycler t-shirts on. I missed that. The racking we get to take as well, which is kind of nice. The people have rummaged through looking for personal stuff, so it kind of looks like it's been burgled. But yeah, there's going to be some rubbish, which we knew. There's some nice furniture here. This would have had a marble top on it, but he said the marble top got broken. So yeah, we weren't so keen on the furniture. Some of it looks like Balinese type 1980s reproduction stuff. Apparently that fold-out couch is near new, or divan or sofa or whatever you call it. There's a door. There are some bar stools that were brand new and never used. And they were the sort of people that paid top retail price for everything. And, you know, they're saying, oh, this cost us $500. And I'm thinking we'll be lucky to get 50 for it. But anyway, there's a lot of work to do here. We better not talk and film for too long. We'll get into it and give you updates as we go. Okay, we're only 10 minutes in and we're making some good headway, but we are thinking, why would you pay, I think he said he paid $2,000 a year to keep this unit. Why would you pay that sort of money to keep absolute junk and rubbish? There's a lot of rubbish in here. That big cabinet is actually upside down. I think that's a Balinese one and it looks like it's falling apart. There's been a lot of broken tubs and bedding and just junk. So why would you pay storage fees? Yeah. Anyway, hopefully we find some good stuff. There's certainly going to be a lot of junk to deal with, but that's what we do. We're the Ultimate Recyclers. Well, I am. And we hope to make some sense of it all. Okay, we're about 40 minutes in, so we're actually making some pretty good progress. I've packed the back of the van here fairly well. Stools and chairs are always very difficult to pack, but cushions make the exercise of taking up all the wasted space worthwhile. We are making a fair bit of progress in such a short time, but we are kind of spreading it all around the yard. There's a lot of empty tubs, but most of them are in pretty good condition, so at least we'll be able to pass those on. Most of the boxes had been opened, but there are a few that haven't. And a lot of the stuff, whoops, what was that? Cutlery. Oh, there's a mattress in there. So it's going to cost us to get rid of some of those things. That one looks pretty grubby. Apparently this divan was new.
Everything was new.
Oh, well, everything was new once. He did tell me that some stools were brand new and we got one out and it's pretty wonky and quite scuffed on the footrest. So clearly he's either a bit confused on how old their stuff was or he was trying to convince us to buy it. Outdoor chair, is there just, oh no, there's two chairs and the table's underneath. Okay. All right, well, we're going to get a bit better furniture than we thought. So some of it's going to be pretty awkward to pack. Well, bigger furniture will probably go on the trailer. The racking looks like it all knocks apart very easily, and that probably will be handy in my shed once I...
There's another chair.
Another stool. Once I make some room in my shed, that racking will be handy. So a lot of stuff from department stores, like fairly modern stuff. I believe the guy said his wife was boss of some big department store. Do you remember what it was?
David Jones.
David Jones. Well, there you go. Perhaps not boss, but high up, and they probably got a lot of their stuff from there. Anyway, we'll keep going. I can't do much work while I'm filming, but we are making pretty good progress. We are now an hour and 10 minutes in. The van is packing up quite well, or there's a lot of very awkward stuff, but all the cushions and bedding has been very handy, even though I do have a lot of blankets. There's an ever-growing pile of stuff around the back of the van that's just really light, and empty tubs and just stuff that I don't want to put in the van because it takes up too much space for what it is. We still have a few bits of furniture to get out. Christine's looking at how these racks dismantle, and it looks like they come apart very easily. So I've got most of the boxes in the van. There's still a few around, and there's still quite a lot of prints and things. This little fold-out thing does appear to be as new, which is great. That might find a spot at our home. This mattress is going to cost us to get rid of, I may have mentioned before. A couple of big tables. That's a massive table. I didn't realise it was that long. Geez, that might go well on our deck. The outdoor setting will sell quite well. There's a little table and 2 chairs. But that table is definitely going to have to go on the trailer. Hopefully we can get it all in one load, but we're going to have a big load. We do have the front section of the van still for a lot of this small, messy stuff. And the bigger stuff obviously will have to go on the trailer and in the ute. What was I going to do? Oh, let's just have a random look in this box. You didn't look in this one?
I haven't looked at any.
This came from off the top of the rack. I would assume Christmas decos. I hope not. Oh, well, it's ribbon. Oh, there's reindeer antlers, so I guess it's Christmas.
Christmas.
But is that saleable stuff? I mean, that's brand new. All right, so we can sell some of that. Oh, there's Christmas lights. I'm not really the Grinch, but we get that many Christmas decorations out of sheds that you kind of get over them. What's in this one? More of the same, I suppose.
Christmas.
Oh, my goodness. So there's really not much in the line of antiques and collectibles in this deal. Pine cones, they're good fire starters.
They'd be good from the shed.
For starting a fire? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Although we might be able to sell them. We can sell anything.
Yes.
This is a nice old, it's a bit damaged, but that's a really cute old print. Looks very English with a castle in the background. So there are a lot of artworks here, a lot of prints, mostly quite modern, but all fairly good, and looks like they've been packaged well. So we're not going to get any amazing stuff out of here, I wouldn't expect.
Can we sell a bit of timber?
What's that from?
I don't know.
It's
The Ark?
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
That's terrible.
I know it's terrible. A large silver plate. Oh, can I read the bottom of that? I can't read it. I haven't got my glasses on. It's fairly modern, I would expect, but look, that will command a few dollars in the shop. We might get $30 for that. So given that we only paid $500 for the whole deal, I think we're going to do quite okay. I guess that's a wine cooler. It's going to be fun unwrapping it all. There's some heavy stainless steel stuff here. So, yeah, I think we're going to do okay, but there is a lot more rubbish than I thought. So we've got to obviously deal with that. That's a bed end from a brand new bed. I guess that's a mattress for it, but the mattress doesn't look brand new. Still, it might suit Luke.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Christine's son's been living with us for a while, and if he moves out, he'll probably need a bed. All right, back to it. Okay, how long have we been going? About nearly, almost 11.
Yeah, no, it's only an hour and 3/4.
Hour and 3/4.
Not even.
Christine's just found something.
I have.
What is it?
It's some kind of a little case, but looks like.
Oh, okay, it's one of those religious pendants. Yeah.
And then there's a locket.
Oh,
Oh no, that's a clasp.
a clasp. It's not 9 karat gold.
I haven't got my glasses on.
I have, but I still can't see that. All right, so we're not 2 hours in, and we're just about emptied the unit. It's actually starting to sound echoey. Have a look at the van. She's chockers, right to the rafters, and all we've packed is the back part of the van. We've still got the front part. We've still got the ute and trailer. We do have a lot of rubble out the front. Let's get a close-up of that. Yeah, I think some of them are just aluminium. I think it's probably only aluminium.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Just a cheap religious
And
pendant.
I don't think that's gold.
No,
Oh well,
could be gold-plated.
we might find
But
something yet.
we haven't unpacked a lot of the boxes. There was quite a lot that are still taped up. And I've got the van absolutely chockers. It was nice to actually have all the bedding, as I mentioned before, because it sort of jams everything in position. There's a big print at the back there, so we'll close the doors. Hey, we've got the ramp. I guess they can go on the trailer. They can go with the racking. So as you can see, there's not a lot left. There's the rails from the bed, there's the couch, the fold-out sofa thing, these big tables, and that mattress will have to go on top of everything.
And the shelves.
And the racking. All right, so we'll close up the back of the van now. We will start putting some of this awkward bulky stuff, and some of the tubs we'll just fill with rubbish and pack them in the front part of the van, and then we'll move the ute and trailer around. Okay, short break for coffee now, and the next step is to get some of this light and bulky stuff into the front of the van. So my van has a front section you often see in the back, and you see that timber wall. Well, this is the other side of that timber wall, and it gives a pretty good area because it's pretty high. So I think we'll get the remainder of the fold-up couch and other things that we don't want to get wet in the front section here, along with these tubs. If we can pack up the tubs, hopefully they sort of stack into each other. And then we've got the trailer. Christine's just making some coffee, which will be much appreciated. And onto the trailer we're going to put this great big table down the back here, and we were just discussing this, and we think this will be an awesome large table on our deck at home. So that's one of the advantages of doing deals together. And this, even though Christine and I actually run two separate businesses, occasionally when both of our labour is required, we combine a deal. So we'll pay $250 each. Everything gets itemised and has serial numbers in the shop, and then we basically have a divvy up of the profits of this deal once a month or something. This is a nice table too, actually, but I don't think we need that one at home. But this one is going to be awesome. Now, the other thing with the bed, we're just discussing, all the rails are here, the side rails, the bed head, and we think this mattress actually might be okay. It has been in plastic, and if Christine's son Luke is moving out, he may well need that bed, so that will save us having to dispose of it, which will be fantastic. Ready for coffee? Beautiful. All right, we're at the 11:30 update, I think, so it's 2.5 hours. We have stopped to have a cuppa. There's hardly anything left in here. We've decided the mattress will have to go to the transfer station. It's just badly stained, so that's a shame. It's going to cost us, but that's all right. We did allow for some of that. These two big tables are next to go on the van, and the rest of the bed frame and the door, and then we'll knock the racking apart. Not much more to go out here either. We've rounded up a lot of the lighter, bulkier junk, and it's all in the van. So the van's chockers. Even got a passenger in for the drive home, a big bag of linen or something. So there's not actually much to go. Not bad when you can nearly do an entire storage unit just with one vehicle. That's one heavy table. So we're all set to go, all tied down. We have got a pretty big load. Mattresses are always handy for holding things down, and then ropes over the top of them. So it's going to cost us a bit to get rid of those few mattresses, but have a look at the unit. We're 3.5 hours to do this. Absolutely spotless. You could eat your dinner off the floor. So I've sent him a couple of photos, or I'm about to, and let's get a taste of the echo. I love the echo-ness of an empty shed. Christine's done a great job. We shouldn't lose anything on the way home. It's going to take us a while to process it, and we don't know where we're going to put half of it, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now we have to go and drop the key off, and we're finished. Go and grab some lunch. So now a mid-afternoon update, guys. We've been home. We got home for lunch, so it was good that the whole clean out was just a morning job. We've been recycling all the cardboard. We've had to move a bit of stuff in the carport to get the big table through, and I'll show you that later. We've reloaded the mattresses and the racking is going to go to the shop. I was going to use it at home here, but I've got a spot in the back storeroom once I get that cleaned out where this racking will be really handy. So we're going to drop that off now. I'm going to try and fix that trunk because the hinge is seized up. It's I think it was an Army trunk. It's quite a nice one, that. So if I can get the hinges working, that'll be good. This stuff in the ute is going around to the shop as well. We're just going to sell this table, and it's pretty wonky, so we're just going to sell it as is. The old cane basket is only going to be like $5. There's no bottom in it, and the lid I think is way deep in the back of the van, so we're not going to worry too much about that. A few garden tools we had there and whatnot, so that can all go to the shop now. The large bed, because we're throwing the mattress out, it ended up being quite badly stained, so it'll be recycled at the transfer station. I'm keeping all the slats. They might be handy shelving in my shed. I do keep a lot of timber here for various building projects. Same with the rails here. I'll knock them apart and there might be some good shelving there. So we've actually made some pretty good progress. We have cleaned up down through the carport quite a bit because we had to get that big table through, and I'll show you that later on. That's on our deck. So next step is to you're sunbaking. Next step is to run round to the shop and get this racking off, and then the transfer station's open in the morning, so we'll get rid of the mattresses then. So let's finalise this part. We'll call this part 1 of the storage unit clean out, and we've set this table up on the deck. Doesn't that look fantastic? It's actually exactly the same length as our bench seats, so we got rid of the old trestle we had here. And that's one of the beauties of doing deals, is we get to cherry pick what suits our place. So that looks great. It's a very solid, very heavy table. I don't have to build one now, but I probably will eventually. And the other little setting we decided to put here for now, Christine's having a drink. And
the chair's a bit wobbly.
Yeah, it happens more if you have more drinks. And the dogs are having a sniff around. New furniture on the deck, so they're checking it out. We're all here to say thanks for watching, guys. We need to get Ultimate Recycler jackets for the dogs. So thanks for watching. It's been a big day. We're going to sit down and have a rest tonight. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye for now. We didn't synchronise that very well, did we?
Bye for now.